This is such a good jam. Hello, hello, hello. I am back, and somebody else is back too.
Hello.
Since I find you, you're invisible. There you are, man.
Hey.
It's one of those that you have so many buttons. God, I wish there was a better way to. I need to get more organized with the buttons.
Yeah.
Hello,
Too many
hello,
options.
hello. I am back, and whoops. Dang, I turned that down. Okay. That's what happens when you're just doing shit like this. How you doing, Becca?
Good. Good. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
How are you? How you doing?
I'm hanging in there. I gotta get my shit together here.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Too many options, too many buttons,
Too many devices, too many screens, everything.
Yeah.
You ever? Hi, Slap. Did you know? I mean, when you have so many, you need like 100 hours. You ever see like the metrics?
No.
You never, my God, you never seen the metrics? How could?
No.
Wow, I thought
Wait.
everybody saw that.
Oh, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about like something computer or something.
No.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think well, you know what? I shouldn't say everybody, but yeah, I think that's a pretty um interesting, cool movie.
Oh, it is. Well, I remember like at the third one where they had the all them huge screens. Okay, that's what I deal with.
And it's
Just
all
like
surrounding.
yeah, almost like that. Um, especially when you do things like on the fly, like I do
Yeah.
quite a bit. Um, I thought it would be fun to do something a little different that nobody really seems to do. At least I've never seen it. Gonna just bring up some clips and we're just gonna talk about it, see how much we actually know.
Okay.
I'm just it's all random. You know,
Random is good.
I just grabbed one. I don't even know what it's really about yet. But did you watch the rally?
No, I saw part of it, just a little bit, but then I couldn't keep it on and watch it.
Um,
Were you able to watch the whole thing?
I watched most of it. I've been fooling around with stuff which I shouldn't have been doing. I gotta pay
Yeah.
attention. I'll probably watch the replay.
Yeah.
52% in the polls for Latinos. Can you believe it?
Yeah. I believe it.
52.
I think it. The whole. And it's funny because you don't hear the Mexican community um, really saying much of what the left side is saying regarding, the wall and immigration and all this stuff. I mean, I would have expected it, if, don't the people like complain about it if it's really affecting them, or if they see it kind of, I mean, I don't know, that's my opinion. Like, the Mexican community isn't really the one, they're all for Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them, the ones that I've come across, and my fellow Mexicans.
Well, the most you hear are the ones who came here legally.
Right.
And they're all for the wall.
Yeah.
Because they worked hard. They did the paperwork. They worked their butt off.
Right. I don't, yeah.
Really?
It's one of those things that you're going to do something, you want to get somewhere, you got to do it the right way for it to end up in a good outcome, I think,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, that's just like, the immigrants that are now citizens during the RNC convention. Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
No.
Well, you gotta pay attention.
I saw some of it. I know. I wasn't able to watch every night. It was so, back to back, and it was just so. The speakers were amazing, and I loved. I kind of stopped in every once in a while, but yeah, I did watch a few clips that were cut up and stuff and put up, but yeah.
Well, Trump actually swore in, I think, 6 immigrants.
Really?
And I think that was spectacular, and hopefully they'll have a great life here and for their families and for themselves.
Right.
At that most, But yeah, we do pretty much. We had an idea that the Latino community was going to be high, but 52%. That's amazing. It really is.
Yeah, that is.
And it's totally mind blowing. Hey, David. Oh, sorry, David's here. I'm sorry, you can't see, can you?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, okay, so how do I do this? Let me open up. Where are we? Where are we at? Okay.
We're in a lot of places.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remembered. I didn't want the audio to.
Yeah, it takes a little to get used to.
And you can't hear the echo from the.
No, I can't.
Okay.
Well, do you want to start the game, or you just want to keep chattering?
Up
to you. You're the guest.
Whatever. I'm down for whatever.
Whatever?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. First clip. Let me see. All right. I'm going to go with Andrew Wilkow.
Oh, jeez. I don't even know who that is. Okay, so explain what's going on. Like, okay, so what are the rules? What are the, do we have like a...
There ain't no rules. It's just, okay. Let's see what the hell we actually know.
Okay.
Let's just talk about it.
Okay, sounds good.
The rules are it's going to be random.
Okay, cool. All right.
I don't even know what he's talking about yet.
Okay, perfect.
Just to... Oh, you can't hear him?
Wonder. Good battery.
Hmm. Okay. It had to do it right when I figured out something cool to do.
Yeah.
Okay, what's going on with the sound? Oh.
Is it because I must be? Is it because I'm on the call? I'm on the audio, maybe.
No, I can see your audio. I'm looking at the meter. I can see it moving when I talk. I can see it when you talk.
Okay.
Shida. Okay, let's just skip it. We'll do this next time. How's that?
Sounds good.
I'll fix that freaking audio. Okay. Well, I'll work at it. It takes a little tweaking, but it'll work. So it sounds like that Trump is really getting fired up, and he's ready to kick some ass. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the other sides, they're pooping in their pants.
I think they've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, they're pulling their last couple tricks. They're running out of fumes they're put just,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's their and you could tell, I mean, it's just ridiculous with the things that are coming up. Just to I'm still every day, every time I read something new, it's like completely just ridiculous, story after story. And it's like they're promoting or they're, advertising, every commercial or every, advertisements, just like, so it's like, oh, something about COVID and stay safe and don't kill everybody.
We're all gonna die.
It's like, where are the masks? Oh man, it's
well, it's that right now they're going back to Russia, and of course, I'm gonna just start calling him Shemp. Shift. I'm gonna call him Shemp. That he has got a so-called another whistleblower. Surprise.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. And UK Neil was talking about Whitmer may have, my governor, may have a connection to Hunter in China.
Okay, so what's his? So because I'm not really, like, I'm the newbie. I'm in like kindergarten, trying to figure out who's who and what their position is. Mm-hmm. So Hunter Biden, right? Mm-hmm. That's who we're talking about.
Right.
And he's in the mix, right? Because he's his son, right? So what does he do? Or what is why would he have connections?
Why? Well, because when Biden was vice president, he was going around making all these deals with China. And then he got on the board of Burisma. Now, Burisma is a gas company, which Hunter has no experience whatsoever in that field. So, Obama, the Ukraine prosecutor was investigating Burisma. Then it came, and then we loaned $1.6 billion to Ukraine. Now the oligarch is also the owner of Burisma, and all that money disappeared. When the prosecutor says, "Hey, I'm going to start looking into this," Well,
Right.
it's on video when Biden said, well, if he ain't fired by the time I leave or whatever, you ain't getting no deal. He goes, son of a bitch, he's been fired. And he
Yeah.
was. Now, there's a lot
Yeah.
of corruption when it came to the ex president of Ukraine, and then a corrupt prosecutor came in. So now that guy is gone. There's a new prime minister, and the investigation is back on, and they're closing in.
They're doing things legit the right way. They're not the new prosecutor.
Yes, but also the Romney has ties to Burisma. Now, I've heard it was a ex security person or his son was connected. They were also on the board and Kerry's. So they all got ties into this.
Yeah. See, none of this has been everything they've done. They've done some job, man, to keep all this information, out of our attention, and it's just amazing how many people are in on it and how much they've done without anybody like really figuring out like, wait a minute, huh? But yeah, that goes along with, I wasn't really educated. I really didn't learn anything. I wasn't taught about the specifics, what everybody's job is and what to look out for, what's good, what's right and wrong. And man.
Well, yeah, David in the chat makes a good point. Pelosi was too, and her son. It was Pelosi's son. So
that's crazy.
I know.
They're all related. It's like one big reunion.
Well, you know what
it's a family corporation.
Well, you know what they say in Hillbilly say, there's nothing like loving like kissing your cousin. And they all do it. So,
that's funny. But I guess it's a family-run business.
It's like the mob, literally.
Yeah.
We're gonna have like, Kerry can't be Fredo, but he can't. Who'd make the good Godfather? They all suck, so then none of them would.
Yeah, I'm like thinking, who would? No, yeah, no, can't think of anybody.
Yeah, they were one big happy family until Trump came along.
Yeah. The adopted family member came in to ruin everything.
The black sheep of the family.
Oh, yeah.
Kicks down.
So go ahead.
He comes around, kicks down the castle.
Oh yeah, ruins everybody's stuff, changes everybody's decor, takes over somebody's room, wearing everybody's clothes.
Oops. Sorry, I'm playing with a pin.
Oh yeah. So speaking of like people, have you heard about what's her name? I don't know how to pronounce it. Ghislaine. I always say Giselle because of the S and the G. I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
Maxwell.
Oh, Maxwell. Okay.
Yeah. What's her? How is it pronounced?
I don't know.
Ghislaine. I don't know. So, anyways, she has a brother. Have you heard about the brother that was I I believe it was her older brother, like an older brother.
I'm scared to ask. Making me a little nervous now.
Yeah, it's crazy. The you know, and I saw somebody kind of mention something a while ago regarding the brother. The brother had passed away apparently when like young, mm-hmm. And so you know, somebody was doing like a little biography thing on her when she first got, you know, arrested and stuff. But and then I saw somebody comment something about her in one of the lives that were discussing the arrest, the so-called arrest, and I was like, okay, so you know the spirit cooking mm-hmm. lady?
Oh yeah.
Okay, imagine a dude, and then put her as a dude, and connect it to the brother that supposedly passed. So he disappears, and then all of a sudden, spirit cooker lady is born.
That's weird. Now, okay, so Maxwell's brother is deceased.
Yeah.
And
he turned into a female and named himself Marina Bravovachevich.
No way. Is it?
Well, I mean, that's the story of the biography that what I saw of that's how I found out that the brother had passed, and then she has two sisters, mm-hmm. And apparently they both are in on. There's some connection with all her mess,
mm-hmm.
But it's like a distant connection. I guess one of the sisters is married to someone like legally or somebody.
So
I wrote it down. There's some sort of tie, and it was just one of those like jaw dropping, like what?
Well, nothing is very surprising these days.
No, I know.
So her dead brother supposedly is now witchy woman. What's her name?
Marina.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, that's
transition.
Yeah. So they made, you know, I don't know what. See, the thing is because her father was so like deep into the whole mess,
mm-hmm.
mob and stuff. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me that like they just were like, oh, let's just pretend you're. Oops, sorry, you're dead. Okay, go live with your aunt and uncle or your grandparents. You know.
Well, it would make sense if so basically Marina is a tranny.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was trying to tie it in there. It's like, okay, now did she cast a spell then popped up? I mean, that's
and it's weird because she's so big in that industry, right? Yeah. She's around everybody, and what she does and her interests are pretty much up there with her. I mean, Maxwell's thing, you know.
Well,
eating.
Yeah, she's even connected to Bill Gates.
Yeah. Okay, so have you seen anything lately regarding what? Oh yeah, that's right. We were like, oh, how are they connected?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then you found the picture.
I found the picture.
The picture.
I don't know if I can find that picture right now. Okay, I'm glad we're not playing the game because I would lose. so
no,
yeah.
Probably not, because I'm like, who's what? Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I got the gossip. I could give you lots of gossip, but I don't know. I could follow like a soap opera. If you tell me the story of what's going on with the government in soap opera form,
Mm-hmm.
I probably remember.
You know, it's honestly, the whole thing is like a spy novel.
Yeah.
And it could be one. I mean, you could write this shit.
Yeah.
And all that. It's starting to come to a head because things are getting more and more. Listen to POTUS tonight. More and more, he's building it up. And the tone of his voice, you can tell he's getting a little teed up because it's getting there.
Yeah.
And now we have Julian Assange. I was listening to something that Obama actually wanted Assange arrested and extradited for espionage. Not necessarily Pompeo. I mean, he's probably still mad about Vault 7, but it was interesting that Obama did.
Yeah. That was a crazy 4 years.
Well, it was hell.
and from what I know and have heard, I mean, I wasn't into. I mean, I'm brand new to like figuring out what the political scene is about, and but with Obama, I was just like, yeah, we're president, yeah, I got a new president in, you know, like totally not knowing the ins and outs.
Right.
Just one of those blindly thinking, yeah, they do president job and president stuff because they're presidents.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, okay, go to Glenn Beck and look up the Ukraine deal.
Oh yeah,
he will explain it all. Okay. It was really.
I gotta write that down. I'm making a note.
Hey, Becca. ND Live.
Okay. Yeah, so I have like all my scribbled notes from like the past 9 months since January. I started writing like, oh my gosh, there's a virus. there's a bat. Somebody ate a bat, and there's somebody that it's funny. It's really crazy.
Are you kind of new to digging into the politics aspect of it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you missed a whole bunch of good stuff. Got to catch up.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Who's that?
Okay, you know who Anthony Weiner is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know, like, what's his position? No. Like, I don't know what he does. I know who he is, but I don't know, like, that. Like, I know who people are, but I don't know their role in everything, which is hard to, like, keep up with everybody. Because I'm like, wait, hold on, who? You know?
Right.
So, and he's in charge of what?
Well, he was a senator in New York.
Okay.
And then he got caught sexting with a minor.
Right, with the whole texting thing. See, I got that down. That, yeah.
Then
we should totally do like a full on, and you know what? I've been wanting to like ask, or kind of set up something where, like, an idea would be kind of doing a rundown for the newbie, because I don't know. I know who people are, but I don't know where their place is. Like, and I don't, because everybody's so in it, and it's like it's so it's so big and so, I don't know. It's just there's so much to put together.
Thank you, David, for the ice cream and the lemon.
So if we could get somebody or a few people kind of that have patience, you know, maybe just being like, okay, this person is this person. I know it's kind of like dumbing down like the what's going on, but I think a lot of people really don't know.
You're right.
You know, and it's hard. It's kind of like you kind of get discouraged to like even like listen or figure out what's going on right now, because you're like, fuck, who is that? Okay, so what? So you get lost, and that's happened to me before. At the very beginning, I'm like, oh my gosh, like people are just throwing out stuff that I don't even know, terms, people, positions, and places, and I'm just like, okay, how does that connect? Mm-hmm. And so then it was just kind of one of the so then I just had to like make time to figure out, and for me to learn and for me to like process it, I verbalize it. It's more, I'll understand it if I could repeat it out loud or like explain it like out, I like in conversation wise, like that's how I can get it to stick. And so I don't know, maybe there's got to be more than me, but I need to like spill the beans for them to understand.
Well, but yeah, it's so complex in a way. Yeah. It really evolves around when it comes to Obamagate. Yeah, I like that idea. Obamagate playing cards. Back in the chat. Yeah. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Who gets to go to Guantanamo first?
Yeah.
Well, now we are understanding that Brennan was planning all of this even before the FISA in Lexington.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is new. That's new. But when you go to Wiener, and the missing is a Wiener. When he comes in, not only that, but the missing emails were on his laptop from Uma. No,
his wife.
His wife, right? Yeah. But where is the laptop?
Right. And that's the one that has like the gross video of them. Yeah.
I think he did go to prison. You don't hear about him.
Yeah. I remember. And so what happened to the other Wiener guy? No. Not just when. Why do I? Weinstein.
Weinstein? Well, I think he got out. He had a stroke or something.
Okay, so
last time I heard.
Okay.
Let's kind of divert there for a minute. Back in the 90s, if fans of Seinfeld, they made a Weinstein joke.
I think I saw the clip of that.
Yes. And that one stuck right out. That was really interesting because we didn't know who he was back then. Right. But when it comes back to Hillary and the emails, I bet you that Trump has had them from the beginning. He's just not telling anybody. Why? From the NSA. And like we said before, the NSA has everything. They have this conversation, phone records, whatever. Well, like I said last time, now that the senators are really getting teed off, they want Ray to explain himself. Where are the originals? We have General Flynn, which I had everything hooked up, but I didn't have time to scope it. There's been a few new developments and I forgot about it. I got to go back to that and refresh. So it's, I mean, I'm looking at the main players. Now we're going, as we've said before, we're coming in with new people. Okay. It's like, oh, geez, man, you know enough people.
Yeah. It's like that Mexican that invited their whole family to the birthday party, and it's like, they brought their cousins and their uncles and.
Yeah, but those are the ones you want to get rid of. Don't come over here.
True. Us Mexicans know how to have a good time, so yeah, the more the merrier.
Oh, I didn't know you were Latino.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I was born here. Yeah, I was born.
Right.
Actually, I was born in California, but both my parents are from León, Guanajuato, Mexico.
I'll be darned. Well, my cousins are part Hispanic.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I used to actually. My whole mom's side of the family lives over there. Her 8 siblings and her mom and her dad, my grandparents, all of my cousins live there. So we would go over there every year, maybe when I was younger, just to go visit, do the annual visit, and because I was a baby, all my brothers got up, they were in school and high school and stuff, and I would go with my mom. So it's interesting, the lifestyle, how different it is.
I can imagine. Well, I've always heard very bad things about Mexico. You have the mob, or the kingpins.
The gangsters.
The gangsters?
Yeah.
They like run the whole country. That's what I've always heard.
Yeah, there's it's funny because my mom grew up there. She's and then she married my dad.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, they were super young, and then when she was still in her maybe in her early 20s is when she moved here with my dad and all of my brothers. And I guess it wasn't taught. Like now I think of like even the border, TJ. I used to drive down there. I used to go into TJ every weekend or every other month. We had family there, so I would take my mom, and it wasn't scary. Like, I don't know if I wasn't told maybe what was out there or what was going on. That naive teenager that has their driver license. And, oh, I'll take you here. I'll take you to Vegas, sure, whatever,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't remember growing up or just hearing the crime and stuff. I mean, yeah, when we would visit way down into Mexico, family, it was like, don't wear your American stuff, because then they'll know that you're from America and they'll jack your purse or whatever.
There's American stuff? I thought I was all made in China. I thought they may think you're Chinese.
100% cotton, made in China.
Yeah.
All your
China.
Good China. Yeah. So, I mean, it was just, and I just stuck out like a sore thumb. I was like total whitewash, total like, hola, hi, grandma. Like, just, it was bad. And so, but I don't remember it being like, holy cow, there's like, the gangs are out or whatever. I've seen videos, and at the border now, it's horrible. I'm scared to go down there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I don't know if it's just being older and more aware of like the possibilities of being robbed and killed.
I mean,
I don't know.
It is so weird. I mean, it like Tijuana. You see a lot of people go to vacation there.
There's really the beach, the coast. It's beautiful. But it's just there's areas. I mean, I know family, friends that have houses on the coast, and that Acapulco, that's where they go. But I mean, it's one of those, I don't know. It's like you kind of adapt, and kind of everybody gets to know, okay, don't fuck with you, because you're like, you live here, or like, you could tell my grandma and I'm going to be, she's going to beat the shit out of me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those things. I don't know. But I mean, not everything I mean, Mexico's huge, and I'm pretty sure there's those spots I mean, the high tourist spots, yeah, they know that people are, you know, who have money stop by there, and that's basically why that there's high crime, and because they know where to go to get, the Rolex watch, and the Gucci bag.
Oh yeah. Well, I always thought that everybody was kind of like when you go to Vegas, it's a
Hmm.
little over exaggerated. You have the mob and
Yeah,
people with slick hair and these suits and everything.
yeah.
And I took my ex there one year,
Hmm.
and we went in this casino. And she goes, "Look over." She used to live there. She goes, "Look over
Okay.
there." And I seen these two guys just standing by the door. I go, "Yeah, so that's mob." I go, "What?" No way. That's in the movies. It's not
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
movies.
yeah. There's like million gazillion dollar deals happening at the poker table, right next to you as you're playing. I don't. I think a lot of it has to do with what we're made to believe and have that perception of, like, that is just the movies.
Hmm.
That isn't real. Like, that's an actually, like, planned out story. Like, who would? I'm still waiting for, like, the movie Avatar.
Right.
Like, I'm waiting for, like, the day that's real. That's like that happens. I could, like,
Well,
jump from everywhere, tree to tree, and, like, turn green and blue with sparkles.
in a way, it's kind of reality. We do have 3D imaging, um, virtual reality.
True.
So I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
not as advanced, of course, but
yeah, but that is true. I yeah,
I'm
that's
sure it's on
crazy.
its way.
Yeah,
But the the thing is, I don't look at somebody and say, oh well, they're from here. I don't care. I mean, but when somebody says and who's lived there and they know that they're mob, it's like,
right.
yeah, okay. Now my
Yeah,
uncle claimed he knew where all the mobsters were. That's all he claimed. I don't know for a fact. Um,
you never know.
he's passed, but whatever. As long as they leave me alone. I don't care. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It was New York,
Oh,
and
I've never been to New York. I've always wanted to go, but now I'm like, no, okay, right here.
yeah. Well, the Albany is a. I'm not kidding. They always say it's the mountains. Well, it's more hill, and
Hmm.
it's kind of like border on the border of Pennsylvania. It's
Okay.
really nice there too.
Oh, I bet.
But I don't even want to go to Canada today. Not
Yeah,
today.
my sister was like, oh, I need to do something in my life, and I need to, and she's like, I want to travel. And I'm
Hmm.
like, yeah, don't do that right now. Like, what else do you want to do in life? She's like, no, but I want to travel. I'm like, okay, yeah, but don't do that right now. That's a
Wait,
really bad idea. Yeah, like, that's a really bad idea. Maybe you should think of, like, spice up your life in a different way. She's like, but no, like, that's what I really want to do. And I'm just like, no, don't you know? But she's like,
well,
she's in
it's
her.
so dangerous anymore with with now Black Lives Matter, and now you had first the Muslims who immigrated or pretty much thrown into the UK, and everywhere else. Now, I mean, I would love to go visit the motherland. My ancestry,
Yeah.
half of it. You just don't do it.
Have you looked into doing, like, like, doing your own research genealogy wise, like, not the DNA stuff, because that's just fake,
Yeah,
but the have you searched it? Have you started it?
My cousin did it.
Okay.
And I'm part Indian, Jew,
Nice.
German, all the way to England, Scotland. My grandpa was Scot. So it's the other half is Middle Eastern, or not Middle Eastern,
From
over
England.
across the pond, if you will.
From England.
Hey,
my daughter
yes,
does.
from Jollywood, England. You know what? And it was really, really weird because before have you ever got this feeling when you just know, but you don't know? You're attracted and drawn to certain parts of the world.
Oh yeah, that's an inner calling. That's your just intuition of where your origins are from, and I think everybody has that. Everybody we just don't really know what it is, what it's called, or can even like point it out. But that's I'm always drawn into like the um, the Aztecs,
Mm-hmm.
or because I was able to do, as far as for my mom's side, her mom's mom. That's where I can't find anything beyond that. But her her my mom's dad was a miner in the mining business, and he was really well known. And the whole, I guess he's like he's he did some historic. He was part of a historic movement to get um, like insurance, and because they were having the miners die so young from no ventilation, or they didn't have any protection. It was just horrible. And so he did a protest, and he was part of like the like the protesters and stuff for the mining company. And so but they killed them all. And he was, but his name is pretty big. So I thought maybe I could find out some more of him, and I can't. It's just one of those things. And yeah, and what my grandmother says is they're from there. Like which of her grandparents, like far back, what she remembers is, yeah, we've always lived here. Like so and so lived here too. So I don't know if they're like original, natives from the land. But yeah, that's where I'm stuck. And it's one of those things I keep on picking up, like, okay, what else is out there, like regarding that area? It's just like I keep going back to that area.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad's side, I don't know.
Becca's also a Heinz 57. She's kind of the same mix I am. You're not a relative, are you?
Are you my cousin?
Cousin?
Gosh.
But no, I mean, well, the real sucky part is my cousin has traced us back to Blackfoot, and she died in Missouri. But there was a fire, and back then they didn't keep really good records, so kind of got screwed there.
Yeah.
And it would help my daughter for sure in school.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of where it hit a brick wall.
Right.
And then on my mom's side, yeah, because we're related to Slushers. There's German. And then back then, they kind of married to different families for peace treaty type things.
Right. It's so interesting, I'm so curious, and I'm always intrigued to ask, the elderly folk, like what their life was like. And I just find it interesting. I'm always, I love sitting down and just, asking them what it was like when they grew up and what they remember and what they learned. I think that's fascinating. I think just generation after generation, I think it's something that's so important for us to hold on to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot that we all talk about is holding on to our history and not forgetting who we are.
Right.
But yeah, it's it's just really weird when that happens. Boy, we veer off politics real quick, didn't we?
Yeah. See, I told ya. Yeah, I can take it. We can talk. Yeah, we'll go from here A to Z, and then back to M, and then maybe to E, and then we'll go back to L. There's no really I think I'd have a hard time staying on one subject. Like, okay, but no, I really want to tell you about this other thing that reminded me of
the thing of this thing.
Yeah, yeah. The whatchamacallit? I remember that word. The whatchamacallit.
The whatchamacallit.
The whatchamacallit.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but there was a video that a group of people put together and did some research on the Queen, mm-hmm. her lineage, and it went all the way back to Winston Churchill,
mm-hmm.
and how that, yeah, I guess Queen Elizabeth, I think it was like this, I want to say the seventh Queen or I don't know how it is, but yeah, that was her, or it was seven up grandmothers, and then that grandmother's father was Winston Churchill from the Queen now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just, and then it tied into Caesar.
I don't know about Caesar.
No.
It went tied back into Kaiser Wilhelm.
What was his name? The one one of the kings.
Nicholas the First.
No, that doesn't sound familiar. He had a lot of young boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy how that was like normal back in that era.
Oh, I thought you meant okay, I gotcha. I thought you meant sons. Gotcha.
Oh, no. The Winston Churchill, Queen Elizabeth goes farther into basically the Canaanites.
Mm-hmm. Well,
the whole Cain and Abel lineage.
Oh, okay. Well, the Indians are the original lost tribe of the Israelites.
Yeah. That's another topic that I want to go into, because of the names being changed, like Israel, because they all changed. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the flags. Have you seen the research somebody did on the flags?
Mm-mm.
How they're all the crest, the nation crest. They're all go back, like the one before. They researched what it was before that one, and the reason why it has the red. I think it's half red. There's always a red section of it, and then the moon, the half crest, the crescent, and then the star.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's I don't know. I think that stuff's fascinating. And I'm always saying, well, where did this come from? The whole school. I don't like school, so can you tell me the origins of it? So what's this purpose of you waking up so early and doing work? I don't understand.
Well, yeah, I never really got into all that, the flags and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah, because everything's some is everything, and it's amazing how when you learn, like, oh, that's what that means. Like all the symbols and logos of every company has something related, and like the little slogan for the pizza, or the boys and girls, then all that came out with the pizza parlor, pizza.
Pizzagate.
Yeah, the comic
Ping pong.
Yeah, and the whole symbol, and it's like, what?
Sorry, excuse me. Cosmic ping pong.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bunch of damn freaks, and now that Netflix has been busted, did you see where the CEO got caught with 13,000 graphic pictures?
No.
Yep, totally busted. In Ontario, I think, no, it was Toronto.
No way.
Yep, it was out yesterday.
Yeah, I'm so not surprised. I mean, it's like, and everybody denying it. And it's so funny. I watched the HBO, or was it Netflix, this show about fake news. My brother, one of my brothers, he's always like, where'd you hear that? The internet? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, it's probably not true. And I'm like, no, but somebody was talking about it. And they're like, he's funny. And
I get that all the time.
Yeah. But we joke around, and and I'm always like, no, but really. And then when it's like a serious article or a video, I'm like, no, really, for reals, I really want you to watch this. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, no, I know, like, I send you like garbage and stuff, but no, this one's really important. You need to watch this. And it's just funny. And yeah, he sent me that documentary that was on, HBO or Netflix. And I'm just like, they totally made it seem like Elefantis was like so innocent and the victim.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, bleh,
I know, isn't it?
I'm like, how can your pedo radar not go off? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even now Kevin Spacey is has another accuser. Did you see that? It's one of the Star Trek Discovery actors.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposedly just getting into the business, about 14 years old.
Oh,
and wow. Of course, that creep ass Spacey was there.
He always like weirded me out in movies.
He kind of played the same part. I don't like him because he has no emotion. That's pretty weird.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I got that too.
Oh my God. You know what I just thought about? It's called crap. It was shit. I know where it is. He was a husband, and he was infatuated with this girl, and he was having a midlife crisis, blah 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 blah, and that happened. And my God, that's real. I mean, that's the way he is.
Yeah. And so that character he played was so natural to him.
I know it. And it was so odd. It was a God, what the hell movie is it? Something Beauty.
Black Beauty?
No.
No, is that a horse?
I
think that's a horse movie.
No, it definitely was a horse movie. Well, it is a horse movie. That was with Jane Russell.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe. Thank you for the subscription, David. But I mean, and this goes back to do that mega. What the hell's her name? The witch lady. We were just talking about her.
Oh, Marina?
Yes, Marina. That goes right back to everything we've been just talking about. Because they're all connected.
Yeah. what blew my mind was the Disney, um, actors, the young Disney actors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the the twin boys, the ones that lived on a ship.
They lived on a ship. Haynes
Yeah.
brothers or the Coreys?
No. They're young. It's like a younger. It's like more recent Disney Channel.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's not Zach and Cody, is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're blonde, and they lived on the ship or something. Yeah, and then it's just the mom was never around. The mom was always working, and they didn't have a dad. I just the whole plot, and then the rich kids that were all adopted. The parents were always out, gone, and the nanny was always. I'm just like, now I look back and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, and this is it's another Disney one because it's from Nickelodeon. I don't know if they're still the same company or not. I assume they are. But then you have Adventures of Mike and Mandy. I will never forget it. My kid always liked it, and I said, "You're never watching it. Not in my house."
I don't remember which one's that one.
Well, you had these two little kids, and you have the Grim Reaper, who's like their best friend. And the little girl has like a little devil dew on her hair. I mean, that's messed up.
Yeah. It's total programming and desensitizing it, like the whole, Stranger Danger.
Yeah. Stranger. I bought a video for my kid about that. Every time I hear Stranger Danger, I think of this stupid tape that I bought her. It was this damn monkey dancing around. This chick, she's like out of her mind. I mean, it was, you just look at it, it's like, why did I do this?
Yeah. Or the Teletubbies. Remember the Teletubbies?
Oh, I hate the Teletubbies. I can't stand them.
I remember watching that.
Let me see if I can bring this up.
Yeah. One of the boys came out and opened up and said that the producer or the manager of Disney was he would go to the red carpets and after parties, and he was like 12 maybe, and he was being passed around, and he didn't say anything for years, and the mom spoke out, and it was she, in a parent's eyes, having your kid be famous and doing all these things and going here, traveling there without her, but she was, one would think, why would you do that? But like in the moment, it's you just think of how great these opportunities are.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these parents, I mean, they do their homework and work all day on the set, these kids, and you've heard about them. And I think the guy who used to be Dennis the Menace back in the 50s, I don't know his name, but he is now
Dennis the Menace. My gosh.
He is now an advocate for kids. Okay, this is the Adventures of Mike and Mandy. Can you see that?
No.
Oh. You can see the replay.
Yeah, I get it.
Just look at it on Nickelodeon cartoon.
Yeah. It's like one of those things where you just sit and you think of all the things. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I can see it now.
Well, You had to bring up Teletubbies, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell he is. This purple one, I think, probably as gay as the Ace of Spades. I'm telling you, it's just, or however the hell you want to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. What was up with their little pointy head? Like one of them had a circle, and then the little
I have no
antenna.
I have no idea. I'm not really sure. I want to find out.
Oh man!
I never watched it. I never allowed my kid to watch it. I never.
Yeah.
I was really selective of what she could watch. She could watch Dora. She could watch, and I never really liked her watching Barney.
Oh no! I grew up. My niece, one of the first grandchild of the family. Mm-hmm. I was 6 when she was born, so we kind of like grew up together. Mm-hmm. It was funny because she started calling me aunt, and I was like, "Oh, who are you talking about? What? That's weird. You're making me feel old." I'm like, "We're not that far apart, you know. Don't call me aunt or auntie or whatever." And then she does it just to joke around, but it's funny. But
yeah, Barney wasn't he? He was. I get sick when they're openly doing this, and especially Nickelodeon. I get absolutely revolted. And the Haynes, Corey and
Feldman,
Corey Feldman. I mean, Haynes actually killed himself. He was so messed up, and he killed himself eventually.
Yeah,
he got into drugs and everything else. And Feldman, he's been trying to tell everybody for years, and nobody believed him.
Yeah. I remember him, but he wanted money. I remember he was always saying like, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna say, like, always. And I'm pretty sure it was fear, you know, I'm pretty sure it was like, it's like wanting to say it, but not really wanting to say it. But, and then with the whole Cappy thing, he just was like, this person and this person and this person.
Mm-hmm. He actually got to make a documentary, but they showed it once.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever watched it.
I thought it would be around a lot longer. But, you know, right, David, you grew up in the 60s where you could watch anything and it didn't matter. Right. It was nothing like that. I grew up in the 70s, 80s, and I'm not different. Not dating, aging myself, whatever, but that was the same era. You could watch anything on TV, and there really was nothing there. And when they had somebody gay there, it was for comedy.
Yeah.
You know, they did it in Barney Miller. You have Milton Berle, who did his shtick. I mean, I don't care if you are or aren't, but I'm just saying, when you used to see it on TV, that's what it was for.
Yeah. Did you? I was reading up on the television, right? Apparently, when it was made, like when it first came out, it was only for entertainment purposes. Like, it wasn't for, it wasn't considered like news. Like it wasn't just, it was basically just shows and like whatever TV or movies, or that's what I heard. Like when it first, like the whole TV thing,
right?
You know, the whole box is huge. Or the big. I remember when I was young, it was like TV.
Sorry, it's hard to
like
hear
half
you
of the
over
room.
that. Can you hear that?
Oh, no.
Oh, I can. Hold on a
What
second.
is it? Uh-oh.
I just thank you for the diamond, Becca. Okay.
I like the way she spelt her name.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear it and I can't hear what you were talking about. Not to be rude.
Oh, no.
Plus,
No,
I love that song, and I got like a strike for that song too.
Which one?
I don't know what it's called.
Oh,
I just liked it. I said, yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Oh. But yeah, it's so interesting how when something new did, like the whole television was for entertainment purposes, and then you wonder, it makes you kind of question, okay, so when the newspaper was considered for news, right, that's where you got your news, from the newspaper. You never ever got it or heard that you would get it from TV.
Right.
It was always like, oh, give me the newspaper, let's find out what's going on. So when we see the news on television, it makes me just think like, oh, it's just a show. Everything they say must be just for entertainment purposes. Don't take it literal. It's not real. It's not,
Oh, exactly.
And so whatever it is that's on TV, it's not to be taken as news.
Well, if you ever watched the old Barney Miller, they kind of hit on a lot of social issues that you really didn't think of. When you were watching something like that back then, you don't think about it at all. But they did.
Yeah. And I wonder who does anybody know who, like whose idea it was for the the divide, like the whole TV, the television?
You mean the messaging?
Like who? No, like who invented the TV?
Oh, who invented the TV?
Yeah.
I never checked into that.
No. Oh, so Becca, your name is Rebecca, like me, but my name has one C.
Rebecca just hit off two great shows: Battlestar Galactica, Buck Rogers.
Nice.
Battlestar Galactica 82 totally sucked. But the older ones are really good.
Yeah. Pink Panther, I remember Pink Panther. Oh, Felix the Cat and the Flintstones.
Oh my god,
Roadrunner.
I forgot about Felix.
Yeah. Fraggle Rock. I remember Fraggle Rock.
I have to admit, I did watch that.
Oh man, it's funny. It's like the kids will put them, and I'm like, hey, have you guys ever watch this? Like, or Popeye? Remember Popeye?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
he would eat the spinach. I mean, just you look back and it's just.
God, somebody was just talking about that just the other day, literally.
Really?
Yeah, but they were saying that Popeye was German, Pluto was Russian. It's like, how do you get that?
I don't know.
Now, another one was Inspector Gadget.
Oh yeah, Inspector Gadget. The
movie was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
But you can't watch anything like that anymore. Nothing.
No.
I mean,
I wonder if is it because, I'm pretty sure it's because they got fired or whatever, the directors or producers or writers or people who were in charge of all those, like, just normal, I guess I could say, normal shows, and compared to now.
Oh, hell yeah. They're definitely normal. But
yeah.
Or
Tom and Jerry. Remember? It was when they didn't talk, they just chased each other.
Right. And now they talk.
Yeah. Oh man.
I mean, how you can't watch Tom and Jerry no more. It's too violent.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously. You know what?
DuckTales. The DuckTales.
I
remember watching
DuckTales. I watched that periodically.
But then it was like the rich uncle and the freak. Where are the parents?
The Scrooge McDuck.
Where are the parents?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly. Man. Where are all the parents?
Yeah.
When you had like 8 is enough back in the 70s, you had Dick Van Dyke, you had
Gilligan's Island.
Yep.
I remember watching that.
But those 3 had the family.
Right.
It's when Rhoda and Mary Tyler Moore came along. You had a single woman moving up in the world, independent. That was like the beginning of the feminist movement, I believe, when they came out.
Yeah.
But then you started gradually seeing Alice was another one, single parent. But at least she took care of her kid. I mean, that was the good thing about it.
Yeah.
But you don't think about things like that until now.
Yeah.
You can watch all these like on FETV, Family TV, all of them, and you go, "Wow, those were kind of like the beginning."
Right.
But then Partridge Family was another one.
Oh,
you still had the family unit though. Now
Marsha. The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch. I mean,
that was a yeah.
And then and those are still shows that you can set your kid down and watch and not worry about nothing.
Yeah.
Until Mike and Mandy comes on.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but it's so funny because they're just like, what is this, Mom? Like, really? Like, there's nothing happening. They're like expecting this. I don't know. The expectation of a show is so unreal.
Okay, here's another one. Dora the Explorer.
Which one?
Dora the Explorer.
Oh yeah, and then her cousin Diego.
No, she ran with the talking blue monkey.
Yeah, and
Where
then
were
the map parents? That talked. Yeah.
Oh yeah, substitute with her cousin. Nice job.
I tell you, man, it's all there. Hidden in plain sight.
It is. And I have to admit, I did like Dora the Explorer because I learned Spanish that way.
Yeah.
So I got a little educational out of it.
Yeah.
Just don't tell anybody I said that.
It's just between us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just us four, them in the chat,
Yeah.
Happy Days, Mork and Mindy, 2 great shows as well.
Three's Company? I remember watching that when I was younger.
I love that show. That was the best.
Yeah, I remember
but when
that.
Suzanne Summers left, it kind of slid.
Yeah.
There was a contract dispute because Ritter and DeWitt were making more money than her.
Oh. And that's where it all started.
That's where it all started.
Men get paid more.
Well, Joyce DeWitt did too.
Yeah.
But he was the son of a movie actor, Tex Ritter.
Mm.
And his dad actually wanted him to be a lawyer.
Really?
Yep. Ritter made the right choice. Being an actor is better.
Yeah. Back then, yeah.
Yeah, back then. But David goes, damn it, I feel old now.
I Love Lucy.
I Love Lucy.
I love that show.
The mystery still ponders today. How did she have a baby when they slept in different beds? Did it magically happen?
Of course. They like kiss. Isn't that how you make babies?
Oh, well, of course. There you go. Just like on Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
My God, he's a damn liberal.
Happy Days. Oh, Happy Days. I remember Happy Days.
That was good up until... You know where they got the term jump the shark at? From Happy Days.
And it's always like good, and then something just ruins it.
They run out of story. When Fonzie jumped the shark in California, that was probably the worst moment that everybody knows.
Yeah.
Richie Rich, that was a cartoon. Well, actually, it was also a movie, right?
Yeah, I remember Richie Rich, the movie.
It's kind of like a mini Trump. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. But yeah, I don't know if we'll ever get back on the right track when it comes to television. With all the shit we know now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Speed Racer. Loved it.
Oh, yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, Speed Racer.
Loved it. Mm-hmm. And I can't believe nobody remembers G-Force. It was the best cartoon ever. It was short-lived.
Really? The movie G-Force?
No.
With the hamsters?
No.
Or the guinea pigs?
No. No. It was.
I don't remember.
Oh, let me try to bring it up. Let's see. I played a little bit, but gee, my audio isn't working.
Yeah, I hope, my hopes are everything will get better in every department, school, entertainment, just activities, instead of like sitting there with games like Game Boy. And when it got into like all you wanted to do is sit and beat the level and get, save the princess in Mario.
Oh yeah.
And win or battle King Koopa.
Right.
It's like, yeah, I hope. But it's also, it has not being able to be safe out,
Mm-hmm. Well, you can't leave your kids alone. I mean, they have the internet, they have television. But
it's like stimulating the part of the brain that's not very,
When I watch cartoons, I watch the ones that have artistic value. Right. I love the art. Yeah. And I know I don't think you can see it, but G-Force had the artistic value. It was from Japan. And I discussed this with somebody else. It was Nathan. And they take very good pride in their work. Yeah. I love art.
Yeah. And and I think those kind of shows kind of inspired the artistic in the kid. You know, you want to draw the comic, you know, person and the characters. Nowadays, it's like, good luck trying to draw the animation of so and so. You know,
they're all stick figures and
yeah,
poorly made. You know,
Barney. It's Barney in the.
It's right. It's Barney. But you know, I mean, I get teased a lot because I do like comics. I used to draw all the time.
Yeah.
I could draw freehand.
That's awesome.
And I miss it.
Yeah. My husband knows how to draw, and he stopped drawing. And it's and my sister, my niece, I'm like, I was doing some little like astrology project thing, and my little my little symbols, the signs, they were all like kindergarten written. And I'm just like showing my daughter, and she's like, if you want me to do those for you? And I'm like, yeah, could you please? Because they look like a kindergartner did it.
Well, you know, basically I learned from the best, Stan Lee. He was the master. It was, and you probably can find it on YouTube.
Yeah,
it's called Draw the Marvel Way.
He's
using tubes, cylinders, squares.
My dad was very artistic. He made a lot of wrought iron designs for houses, like fences, gates, staircase railings, and he was just amazing at his work.
Oh, by the way, anybody just joining, this has absolutely nothing to do with politics right now. We're just shooting a breeze.
Yeah.
Because my sound is out. I had a game plan.
Yeah, we'll try to figure that out, and then that gives me time to
brush up.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lightning round.
Dang, get some flashcards made.
But yeah, I don't know how familiar you are with comic book characters, but I could draw Azrael as Batman. The only problem I have is with faces. I can't draw a face.
Yeah.
Especially the eyes, they're kind of wonky.
Yeah, I can't even do my eyeshadow the same on my eyes when I do my makeup. It's always like one's not the same. Yeah. And my fingers, when I would draw people, like I had like extra fingers. Yeah, that's my drawing. I get, hands down to whoever draws.
Well,
it's a good skill. It's actually like therapeutic.
Oh yeah. Well, when you draw fingers, you're basically just draw a stick figure and work with it. You just kind of gotta pay close attention on angle, shadow. That's very important.
Yeah.
No,
I've watched. I've watched my sister draw and my brothers and stuff. It's so. My sister can draw portraits. It's like amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, whoever can draw.
Draw. Well, Becca says she can draw a stick figure. Hey, she's almost there.
Yeah.
Well,
your stick figure and my stick figure. I mean.
Well, when you draw a hand, just draw like, God, I think you can see it. Dang it. But just draw like stick figures of the fingers. then work with draw cylinders, connect them, and you know, and
we'll have to do a scope of like a tutorial of
oh shit,
drawing.
Man. Well, I ain't no
That's
Picasso.
No, I could do Picasso. That's easy.
Well, anybody can do Picasso. Have you seen any of his pictures?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my lord. Yeah, since you can't see me, I'm sitting here like using my hand and showing you how it's done. It's like, oh wait a minute.
Wait, I can't see you.
Get off another phone.
I know. I got to set that up.
But anyhow, I think we'll wrap it up. It's getting late. I have to do stuff tomorrow. And I will see you all very soon. Thank you, Becca, and everybody who joined us in DLive, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, maybe YouTube, and Facebook. Anything you want to end with, Becca?
Just I'm glad I hopped on and I had a great time, and it's always refreshing to chat with people and hear everybody's input and ideas and just shooting the shit.
And learn how to draw stick figures.
Yeah.
It's educational too.
Absolutely. We gotta at least educate ourselves, right? And each other.
Each other. I'll open the chest in DLive. There we go.
And I hope everybody had a good time.
Yeah, a lot of people go, what the hell is this shit? We're drawing.
Hey, we gotta live in the moment.
This was about politics. Well, normally it is.
Yeah, we gotta live in the moment. We gotta remember that, yes, politics is very important, and we have to be open to and remember everybody's trying to live day by day too, so it's a good laugh, it's a good time.
Mm-hmm.
So
definitely,
I think
well, since the rally happened, it was probably a good idea just to kind of skip tonight's normal program. So next week, as I put out there, Disney Plus week. What, David? Are you like Ocean Nathan in disguise? I think he's picked that up. Next week will be Doc Martin will join if there's not another rally. It didn't really think about it.
Yeah.
It's just that time of year now. So I shall return then, and probably sometime during the week. God only knows when. And I appreciate all of you. Congratulations, David and Becca, for the lemons. You won. And finally it worked. It didn't work the last couple times, but it's good it worked this time.
Awesome.
And we will all see everybody around. We all hang around the same rooms pretty much, and hopefully some new ones drop in. And everybody have a great night. And God bless the president and this country. There's your politics right there. Please be kind to each other. Get along. Make amends from here and there. As Becky said, life is too short. You got to live in the now. And, well, I added that part, but she said live in the now. Shit, now I'm speaking for you. Sorry about that.
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
And, just, we're not supposed to be at each other. We're supposed to be one. We got to be unified. We got to teach these people who have no idea what the hell's going on, what is going on. And we have to make sure they stay on the right path. Hopefully, a lot of these kids will get off the wrong path before it's too late.
Yeah.
That sound okay?
I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. Okay. And we could help each other doing that. You know, when what I lack, somebody else will have the knowledge. So I think it's very important for us to stay, you know, unified, and whether we don't agree, we do agree in some things, and that's important.
Absolutely. Amen. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
God bless you.